Hey, what's up? My name is Colby Sharp. I'm a 5th grade teacher in Michigan. Welcome to my channel where we try to help kids fall in love with reading. And one of my favorite ways to do that is through amazing books. And this is an amazing book. We're going to talk about it today. If you're new, subscribe, please. Thanks. Appreciate it. You're awesome. Those Kids from Fawn Creek by Erin Entrada Kelly is an amazing book from the Newbery Medal winning author of Hello Universe, the author of We Dream of Space. We've come to expect greatness out of Erin's work, and we are not disappointed here at all. It's a story of a very small town, teeny tiny town, like very small, like the entire 7th grade class, I believe, is like 13 or so kids. So anytime someone new comes to town, it's a big deal, right? Because they've basically been going to school with all these kids their whole life. Maybe they started with 16 and like the families move out of the town, there's not much work there. And then they don't really get new kids. So when they get a new kid, when a new kid shows up, it's really exciting. Kind of throws everything off. Everyone's super curious. And when that new kid is a girl named Orchid who has lived in Paris, who has lived in New York City, who has traveled the world and has all kinds of wild and amazing stories. These kids from this teeny tiny town of Fawn Creek do not know what to think. It's an amazing book. And you get a chance to go inside the heads of all the different characters. The chapters like kind of bounce around and whose head we're inside of. And you get a chance to meet some amazing kids. You get a chance to meet a girl named Dorothy, a boy named Grayson. You get a chance to meet the kid who moved away and is not really happy about Orchid coming to this town and kind of, I guess, maybe stealing the thunder that she used to have. It's just an amazing tale of growing up in a small town, but also like figuring out who you are and figure like through this girl. It's like, I feel like they all find themselves through this girl who just is so brilliant and smart, and they don't know where she lives, like this teeny tiny town, and they all go home after school, and like she goes the other way, and they're like, there's just woods there, but they're so confused. It's so fascinating. But yeah, I really think all the kids are kind of finding themselves. Grayson's story was one that was particularly fascinating to me. Grayson has a father who's very like sporty, hunty, and an older brother who's super into those things as well, and Grayson's not. He would rather just sit in his mom's sewing room. He dreams of being able to make his own outfits and travel to the big city and experience a life outside of Fawn Creek. So to see someone come into town who is from outside of Fawn Creek, I think opens up a lot of doors and possibilities in his head and his heart. And his best friend, Dorothy, she's really cool. She's really cool, and she's not so sure about Orchid at first. It's just, you just gotta, but when she gets, Orchid just helps her through some things, and it's so good, friends. It's so good. There's definitely some mean things, some mean kid things going on in this book too, which is super heartbreaking. And when they find out some secrets about Orchid too, that's pretty mind-blowing. And I think readers are gonna they're just not gonna be able to get enough. They're just gonna wanna keep turning pages and pages and pages and pages. Then eventually they'll get to the end and they'll be like, whew, that was such a good book. And they're just gonna think about those characters. When they're going to think about those characters and think about those characters, I think just about any reader is going to be able to find themselves in one of these characters and relate to one of these characters. Colt is another kid that I was super interested in. Not one of like the 3 or 4 major characters, but one of the minor characters. He's like the sporty kid. And I don't know, I just found him super fascinating. Like he didn't just do what you thought he would do. I like that. That's good. Great book. Kids from Fawn Creek, Erin Entrada Kelly. Be sure to purchase it. It is a 2022 amazing middle grade novel. You're going to be hearing a lot about it, I promise, because it's so stinking good. Check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day.